Hey y'all, welcome to Sweet Tea and Butterflies. Today we are working on a gather pumpkin and floral set for the fall. We hope you enjoy. Here I took a yard sale find and cleaned it up, sanded it down. I painted the front of it, I believe, with antique white. I'm not sure. I need to do better about getting, keeping a list of the paint colors and stuff that I used. This originally had a label on it, or a graphic on it, that was starting to come off. So I took it off, sanded it down, cleaned it up, and added my own on there. Geesh, I didn't realize I left so much of the sanding in there. Sorry, guys. Oh, I think I painted it with that plaster. It might be. Which is kind of a antique white color. This was done during one of our craft getaway weekends. But when I found this piece at a yard sale, I was like, oh my god, I've got to have it. Got to do something with it. So let me know what you think in the comments as the finished product is revealed. I really loved the colors and stuff that I used with this. How many of you out there are loving like the blues and teals mixed in with all the fall colors? I know I am. I'm really loving that blue, mixed with all that. It is so pretty. I had actually had these napkins for a while, and the minute I saw this piece at the yard sale, I knew I was using one of these napkins for it. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I am totally obsessed with the old trucks. I wouldn't necessarily say just the red truck, but the old trucks. I love them. My dad used to restore old trucks, so it's kind of near and dear to the heart there. This napkin was just so pretty with that blue truck with the pumpkins. So I'm going to decoupage it on the front. I decided to use the tear method, where once I put it on there, it'll if you tear it wet it and then tear, those edges kind of blend more in when you put it on, so they don't show as much. It makes it easier to blend them in, instead of that stark line that you would have if you cut it. just gently go around and tear it away. Make sure not to let any, make sure not to let it, the water as you're putting it on there, get into where your design is and stuff. That way you don't tear into your design. And of course you've got to pull the plies apart, because you only want that one ply with the design on it. So you want to apply a generous enough amount, not too much, but a good even layer, thin layer of Mod Podge on there. As you can tell, I put like little dabs in there. I'd rather go back 3 times and do that than have too much. It's easier to add than it is to take away. So you want to get the design put on there, and you want to go from the middle, work from the middle out. That helps keep it from wrinkling so much. Helps keep air bubbles out of it as well. I didn't get quite enough Mod Podge. I didn't go wide enough with it, so I had to get in there on those edges that were sticking up and didn't adhere. Did I go around all the edges? No, I just went around that edge. Set it aside and let it dry. Once it's dry, you'll go in and put another coat of Mod Podge on it to seal it. And here I'm doing the same with these pumpkins. I believe that's Waverly plaster, I think. Plaster or cashew, it's one of the two. But it's more of an off-white, and it almost perfectly matches what's already on these pumpkin shapes. I had actually done, pardon me, I had actually done a set of these before, and I don't know what happened, but my the Mod Podge just really wouldn't cooperate and wrinkled really bad with the napkins, and I couldn't get it to smooth out, so I just made some more. So here I'm putting the top coat of the Mod Podge on here to seal it while I'm waiting for those pumpkins to dry. So I did this is a matching set with this and 3 of those pumpkins. even though the paint I'm using was really close to the color that these pumpkin pieces already were, I went ahead and painted all sides of them to make sure that they've perfectly matched instead of just a shade off. If you like the content that we're putting out, we would love it if you would like, subscribe, share, comment, and share. When you subscribe, hit that little notification bell so that you get notified every time we upload a new video. Your support really means the world to us, and those of you that have already subscribed, thank you so much. We really truly appreciate you. So this particular napkin has like the main graphic is the truck with it says gather on it, and then there's two other panels with pumpkins. So I basically made a set of 3 with the truck graphic being like the one that would be in the middle of them. Of course, you can arrange them however you would like to arrange them when you're displaying them. What do you think about this napkin? I absolutely love it. I think it's so beautiful. I'd love to hear in the comments what you think about it. Again, I'm putting a thin but even layer of Mod Podge down to lay my napkin on. And this one, I went ahead and covered the whole thing, so I didn't have to wet and tear it around the edges. I wanted to make sure I got that gather in there. Just take your time and smooth it very gently. This video's sped up, so I'm actually moving very slow and doing it very gently. Now for the pumpkin ones, I think for the other 2 panels from that napkin, I think I did go in and wet around there. I'm not sure. We'll see here in a minute. But the key is definitely a thin but even coat. Oh, I guess not. I just laid the whole thing on there. Alright, well. I would have thought that I would have torn around and just, applied the design rather than the whole napkin. I guess maybe I decided to do it this way so that it matched, because that napkin's going to change the color of the front of that pumpkin just a little bit. So I probably decided to do it this way so that it fully matched with the other. Here I'm taking and putting the top coat on this. And despite the fact that you only see two of those being done here, I did do 3 of them. But I didn't want the video to go too long, and you didn't need to watch me do all 3 of them. It's funny when I do these voiceovers, sometimes I think back and wonder, why did I leave so much of this footage in? I don't know. I guess I thought you needed to see both designs being done. Here you can actually see all three of those, and there's the container I had done. Now I'm just sanding the edges off of these napkins, and I decided to cut that floral design that's at the bottom. Decided to cut it off and keep it intact because I think I went back and put those on the two pumpkin ones. The ones with just the pumpkin pattern on them. I did put 2 top coats of Mod Podge on these. I wanted to make sure that they were sealed and protected really well. Okay, so I was wrong. I put them on this instead of the pumpkins. I think with this I just I put a little spot on there where I could lay it down, get it centered, and then went back and underneath it to get it to stick. Sometimes when you're working with a object that's curved a little bit, applying it this way actually works a little bit better. That, and I didn't want to overdo with the Mod Podge on there. I didn't like that stark edge, so while it was still wet right there, I used my fingernail to kind of tear it away a little bit. So it would blend in a little better. We would love it if you'd follow us on social media. We're on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I'll leave all the links in the description. We also have our own, pardon me, we also have our own crafters chat group on our website. I'll leave the link for that as well. We would love to see you join us there and tell us all about your inspirations, your crafting, your neat projects that you make. We'd love to hear about it. Here we have, I've got it all pretty much sealed in. I think I'm trying to work on a little blending right there where I put that over the top. But let me know what you think. I think this was one of my favorite projects that I did, was with these pumpkins and the floral thing. Here I'm embellishing these little pumpkins with some little, oh man, I forgot what they're called. I think it's sweet something. I'll have to look it up. I forgot. It's terrible. Anyway, they're cute little flowers though. I'm embellishing each of the little pumpkins with some of those flowers. And some little twine bows. I also added some little acorns to the middle of those two flowers. Me and Dee Dee, got together several weekends and had crafting weekends. We went up to Crossville and made use of some of her timeshares in the condos, and we just did crafting weekends. Just turned on the camera and let it roll while we were crafting. We had a lot of fun, got a lot of inspiration, and not a lot of interruption by husbands, pets, kids, all that good stuff. This was one of my favorite projects that I did that weekend. These pumpkins are a second run of the same idea. I had started some like the Thanksgiving or the fall before, and I had so many issues with because I had decoupaged on there and it just wrinkled really bad. I don't know what happened with it. I didn't do anything different with these than I did with those, but I ended up tossing those, and actually, no, I didn't toss them. I threw them on my tiered tray. So I decided I was going to recreate them, especially since I had picked up that container that I did with the same napkin. They matched just perfectly, so I decided I'm going to make one more run at it and redo that floral container that I got. So that's what we did. But this is one of my favorites. I absolutely love the trucks, the old trucks and stuff. My dad used to buy them in the worst shape. I mean, it was nothing for him to have like the cab of one and the backside of another one sitting in his backyard, and he'd pull it all in the garage and put it all back together again. He was really talented that way. He just loved restoring old trucks and stuff. So I think I kind of inherited my love of the old truck from him. Especially now that he's gone, they're really, the old trucks are really near and dear to my heart. So here I am working on the floral. I think I stuffed some floral foam down in there, and then I put Spanish moss. And this is a process, I had all kinds of fall florals sitting off to the side, and I just kept playing with sticking this, that, and the other in there until I found what I liked. Originally I wanted to incorporate that cotton in there, but it didn't speak to me. So it eventually got pulled out and saved for something else. These leaves here, Dollar Tree had come out with some of they had like the blues, and they had some lavender. So Dee Dee had picked some of those up, and I was like, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do with those. There was no question whether those were going in there or not. They're so pretty. I love them. I added some white sunflowers. As you know, if you've done any kind of floral arranging, whether it be with real flowers or artificial flowers, it's a process. Sometimes you gotta put some in, and then you end up taking some out. I never go into one of these projects with a dead set idea in mind. I usually have at least a couple of definite things that I'm going to put in there, like those leaves, for instance, and then I play with it from there, and until I find what I like and get it, exactly how I want it, find the colors and the blends that I like. I apologize that this is kind of off screen. I think I adjusted the camera. I think I kind of caught on eventually and adjusted the camera where you could see a little bit more of what I was doing. Yeah, see here, I adjusted the camera so you could see a little bit more of what I was doing. But those little yellow sunflowers there, I got those at Hobby Lobby. I'm in love with those sunflowers. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe it's because they have more of a rustic kind of feel to them. But I'm in love with those sunflowers. And Dollar Tree had some of these flocking balls that were complementary to the new leaves, that they had, fall leaves that they had put out with the blues and the lavenders and stuff. So I made use of those as well in there. And of course, I was asking Dee Dee's opinion there. We do that when we're crafting. If you like what you see and enjoy our content, please like, subscribe, share, and thanks so much for watching. We really appreciate your support.